Good morning and welcome. It is Saturday the 27th of August. I am Flat Cap Callum and I am hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up today. It's a normal steak £20 Saturday. Very comfortably. I've not rocking up with reams of stuff today. I've got 4 bets. It's £20 and I'm across 10 races. But usually on a Saturday on this channel, I do a lot more than that. But yeah, I'm kind of going cautiously with some of the ground conditions, and yeah, it knocks out and puts you in non-runners and stuff as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. I've got getting that video out in decent time today. We don't fall victim of either non-runners or non-runners impacting some of the race terms. But I'm happy with how we've got to. So we'll do our review of yesterday before we do that. And we will have a word on the golf at the end. I guess up front, important as always, health warnings. We've done 2 nice days, which is completely righted all the wrongs of the last 10 days before that. So we're nicely back on track. We're comfortably now a couple of days stake ahead for the month as well. We've got a few days to go. Tomorrow looks like a quiet day, but it can all go wrong very, very quick. So carry on betting what you're betting. You know, most of you have been around here a long time. You know how the gig works. We go through these rough patches and it doesn't go so well. And then we have a couple of days like the last 2 days. It's zinging. It's like, well, hit 2 quad places in a row. Looks nice and easy. It can just stop at any one moment. You never quite know. So it might carry on today. It might stop. What I haven't got today is a 4-horse Irish Lucky 15 to hit the quad place on. It could be a mixed one, but I've not got a full Irish bet today. So, yeah. So just go canny with what you're betting really. The point is on the channel, it is always consistent. So I might vary the stake. I don't massively vary the bet amounts, but do it a little bit. But I don't vary the stakes. So £20 is our mid-range standard day, and we go up and we go down, but we never go more than double, and we never go down to more than quarter. The losses are always limited. So when it's a bad day, a bad run, I don't come back on and make another video and put you a load more bets out. That is what a lot of people do in real life. They have all their bets out for the day. It goes badly and then they bet more and then they bet more and then they bet more. If you want to win long term, it's the discipline. It's the stuff we talk about on the channel. It's keeping it nice and steady. So, yeah, got the bets out for today. If it goes wrong today, it goes wrong today. We had a nice day yesterday, we had a nice day the day before. We just accept it. That's how it is. If you bet on every race, you will lose. I've never met anyone in the history of horse racing who's bet on every race and wins long term. So it can be a little bit of a hobby, but sometimes it can be an annoying hobby if you just chuck money in the wind. To pick and choose your battles, you don't need to be betting on every single race because there's not value in every race. Okay, so yesterday, 20 on, 71.26 is what I've got back. It was slightly preferable Sky Bet, I think, but then H put his stats out last night from a percentage point of view, and actually his percentages on Bet365 were better than the percentages I had on Sky, even though there wasn't as many physically placing horses. So see how it goes out for you, but yeah, hopefully it was all round a good day. But yeah, I've got it as 20 on, 71.26 back. So we started off with this one. This was my little bit of a regret from yesterday, because we only had just another go and it placed that it wasn't really far off winning, and I couldn't believe it. I put it up the night before on the review as a good each way value horse at 33s. The SP was 33s. I just can't understand how that went off at 33s. There was a couple of others that clearly were fancied in the each way market, which is what impacted it. But I couldn't understand why that one wasn't. That to me looks such an obvious choice. But there you go. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, frustration I guess is I got it on a single, so we got some money back for it. Should I have put that in a lucky 15 on the channel? I could have done. But I didn't, and you just got to get on with it. And fortunately, we had a nice day, whatever, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we got a single back on just another go. And then in bet 2, fortunately, yeah, we had Spantic let us down. So Danzan placed for everybody. Golden Melody placed, I think it was just Sky Bet in the end, and then Dark Jedi. I thought maybe that was just a Sky Bet. Maybe it was a Sky Bet treble. Everybody else, it was a single. Had I done the double how I originally done it, it would have been Danzan and Dark Jedi, like I said, and we would have got an extra, couple of quid. It wouldn't have been massive. But yeah, so it was a good bet for Sky Bet. You only got a single back on the others, but then as I'll come to, that it was bet 4 where the prices were better elsewhere anyway. So yeah, I think that's right. Actually, I'm getting confused in my head, but I'm pretty sure it was place treble for Sky, and maybe only a place single. If I'm wrong on that, please put it in the comments and let me know. For bet 2, then bet 3 was the treble bet. Library went and won really comfortably. Then that was a real right funny finish, that race. It looked like it was beat, then it looked like it was going to win, then a horse fell, and then that one got knocked into, and yeah, it was all a bit of a messy finish. It didn't matter because Ronald Pump got beaten, so it went down anyway, but that was that. And then bet 4, the Irish Lucky 15 twice in a row, which is really helpful. So 550 Mephisto 14s, that was drifted, I think it was 20s SP, and that's why if you'd done SPs or got better prices, you'd have got a much better return on this bet than the channel did. Then Tipperary, Red Trail 15-2, that was backed in a little bit. Important Message 8s, that was backed in a bit. And then Black Point 740, that was backed in a little bit. But the Mephisto 20-1 would have made a bit of a difference to your overall. And in the morning, if you'd got anything slightly better, which I think you probably could have done if you'd done Bet 365, so it would have been a nice enough return for anyone on that one. Although I would flag Red Trail, there was a couple, I think people like Ladbrokes and Coral didn't pay it, but most of the other major bookies did. Alright, that is that. Today, what have we got then? Will it carry on? I don't know. All I'm saying to you is just do it the same. We've got 2 Lucky 15s, different values. I've got one combination bet, and I've got this one, which is sort of a win Trixie at kind of bigger prices, really. So we've got the 205 Beverley, forgivable, 9-1. Then we've got the 620 at Redcar, knee at 17-2. And then the 635 Windsor at Majestic Dawn, 100-30. The way I've done the bet configuration now is because of the prices, I've done it as a 40p win doubles and a 40p each way treble. So that bit adds up to £2. And then because those are a little bit bigger prices, I've just stuck a little bit on them. So if we do find that we just have one winner on its own like that, we actually don't do bad off it. So I've done 2 60p win singles on the 2 bigger prices. Basically, as long as you're getting bog on this bet, it doesn't matter where you put them on. So Sky, 365, Coral, Ladbroke. The places to avoid these days are Betfair, Hills, who aren't doing bog on multiple combination bets, that kind of stuff. I have to say, I can't remember with Paddy. I think there's one of these meetings they're not paying bog on, but it's an absolute minefield on Paddy because they're not paying bog on some races, but it's like a mixture. So Sky, Bet 365, Coral, Ladbrokes, you should be right with this bet. So that is bet 1. So yeah, sort of like a win Trixie, but not. Then bet 2 is my low value Lucky 15. We've got 315 Newmarket, Mo Kelita. That is still 4 places on Sky Bet. I am a bit worried about non-runners knocking it out that race. But if it holds and we've got 4 places on Sky Bet, Sky makes this preferable. Then we've got the 550 Star Shield 11s. That's going to be my second best race of the day. But that race is 4 places on Sky and Coral, which is why if you haven't got Sky, Coral is the next best on this. Then the 605 Windsor, that's 8 runners, that's liable to possibly go down, but we're keeping it in. Desert Encounter 16s, that's no extra places anywhere. And then the 650 Redcar Kindred Fire 9-1, that's 4 with most bookies. So I've done it as a smaller stake, 16p each way Lucky 15. Sky is best, Coral is next best on bet 2. Okay, that's 480 you bet. Then bet 3, I had a bit of a change of heart on what I was doing with the stake on this one. So this is my main bet really. So 415 the Curragh, No More Porton, the really competitive Irish Cambridgeshire 14s. 450 the Curragh, the Blue Panther 12-1. 540 Cartmel, that's been backed in a little bit. I think it's a really interesting horse, Battle of Toro at Cartmel. It's James Moffat's horse, technically third string if you look at jockey bookings. But interestingly, if you look at the race card, that horse qualified for the race after, which is a conditional race at a grade lower, and that horse would have gone in that race and would have been top weight. On paper, looked like it'd have better chance of winning the other race, the conditional race, and he's got 1 in that one and 3 in this one. So he's clear, could be the owner's decision, I don't know, but he's got 3 in that race, and I just think on form, the market's got it a little bit wrong. I'm not saying that horse is going to win, but if you look at some of the other market principles, it's not far away on form. So I don't think it should be that price. So it's been backed in. It was 25, 33s in places, but 18s is still really, really good value. Then we've got 550 finishing off Redcar under Fox 16s. I've done this as a 20p each way lucky 15, and then when that was a bigger price, I was going to do the single. It's come in, so I'm not doing the single. So I decided would stick the fourfold on it. A lot of you, I know a lot of you back fourfolds, and overall, if you backed all of my fourfolds, you'd be up. The challenge is they don't come on every day. We've obviously had 2 in a row, but we've had a bit of a gap between them. So if you did them all, you just have so many more losing days. And I don't do it on the channel like that, because from a psychological point of view, it would be miserable. All I'd do is putting up a bet, and you'd have 3 winners and lose every day. I've put that in because it's the only main lucky 15. I didn't want anything single on there. I could have done it differently. I've done it as a fourfold for this today. It's not going to be a regular thing, but we'll have a go. It's Saturday, so it's a 50p each way fourfold on top of that. Sky is best for this, for extra place terms, but then the tricky thing is on the 550, Coral have got 4 places as well, but on the 415, 365 and Paddy are 7, the same as Sky. Now the chances are that horse coming 4th is more likely than that horse coming 7th, so I think on balance Coral is next best, and then after that it's 365 or Paddy, depending on where you get the best prices. Hopefully that makes sense. So that is bet 3. And then finishing off the combination bet, what I've done is this. I've got 5 in the Irish Cambridgeshire with 2 at my second choice race, 550 at Redcar. Bear in mind, that race is 4 with Sky and Coral, as I've said. That race is 7 with Sky, 365 and Paddy. So it's a bit of a tricky one, because if you go with Paddy and 365, you will get best price guaranteed on those, and I think that's probably going to trump most other things. So the best price guarantee is going to be super important, but then you lose out a place on those. If you want to maximise your place options, do it with Sky. After that, then I would say then you've got 365 and Paddy, which give you 7 there and 3 on there, or you've got Coral, which give you 6 on there and 4 on there. On balance, I'd say Coral is your best option, because you're more likely to have a horse coming 4th than the horse coming 7th. If that makes sense. So mathematically speaking. So I'm saying Sky just best, Coral just next best, 365 Paddy just next best. So one of those 4. So it's 10 times 20p each way double. So it's all combinations. So basically under Fox with all those 5 and Star Shield with all those 5. And then a 50p each way single just on Crystal Black, because it's my second choice. So if any non-runner is in my other lucky 15, that's what I'd be putting in. Okay, so that's £5 a bet. That felt like a bit more complicated than usual. Hopefully that makes sense. Right, that is that. As far as the golf goes, the outright bet, we're struggling a bit really. So Paratori, Montgomery and Furyk are not completely out of it, and Paratori and Montgomery have made the cut at least. But it's not looking likely. The lucky 15, we've lost Beauregard, and then that means we're down to Fitchart, Elvira, and Lorenzo Vera. So we've got chances. We've got 3 legs running in lucky 15 at the weekend for the golf. So I think we just have to see how it plays out, because they've had to finish off round 2 of the European Masters this morning, and then they'll be starting round 3. So it's all a bit mixed, and yeah, we'll have to see how we go. We've got chances. We're not far away enough with any of them that it's a challenge right now. But we'll probably have a much better read of it by the end of today on tomorrow morning's video. All right, that is it. Tomorrow morning looks super quiet for horses. There's 3 meetings, not great field sizes, so I'll see if there's a bet or not to be added tomorrow. Then Bank Holiday Monday is usually good. Not like it used to be in the old days, but there's still quite a lot of meetings to look through, and card sizes look okay. So I'm expecting Monday to be a good day. Tomorrow, very, very quiet. And then I'll let you know when I get when I've projected on to Tuesday. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will enjoy mine. And I'll see you in the morning, even if it's just tell you there ain't much going on this quiet Sunday. All right. Thanks very much. Cheerio. Bye bye.